This is Raj Situation on Give It a Shot right up here on Unza Radio. Today is a Tuesday, and you know how we do it every Tuesday from 17 to 18. Give It a Shot is back. Like we keep saying, this show is about inspiring somebody, it's about educating somebody, it's about teaching somebody certain principles in life that they need to hear and that they need to learn. Last week it was another topic. This week it's another topic, and we give it a shot just like that. So last week we were focusing more on entrepreneurship, business, and so forth, and we did, touched a little bit about academics. Yeah, so those that were with us, really followed us close to that topic. Then this week, we want to focus more on something that the society talks about. Want to focus more on a girl child education. Yeah, we understand to say, when you educate a lady or when you educate a girl, you educate the entire world. But when you educate a man, I don't know what happens. Yes. So today I want to focus on, the power of a girl child. I want to focus on to say, how really do you empower a lady? How do you really bring up a lady, to be, something in society in spite of, a lot of differences that they get talk about. As we are talking about this issue, allow me to welcome my guest, this late afternoon or this early evening. This guy is a motivational speaker. I've hosted him on this show, it should be last year, and he's back again because we believe to say whatever he's doing in society concerning a girl child, we really appreciate it and we want to hear more of whatever that he's doing. Good evening, Mr. Frank Pili.
Good morning, Miss. Oh, it's actually evening. God, what's happening?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. How are you, Mr. Raj?
I'm good, and how are you?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be here again. And the last time we had an amazing show, and
exactly.
I hope it's gonna be the same time. Gonna be the same way like last time. Yeah.
No, I'm sure this week it will be more greater.
Exactly.
Than it was last time because we're talking about a girl child.
Yeah, sure.
So how has it been work?
Well, we've been busy. We've been busy. A lot of things, Mr. P. Motivation, doing whatever we can to make our society better.
Okay.
Yeah, our major objective is Mr. P. Motivation, and like the usual, the normal situation in the current predicament or like in our country, we tend to focus on the exact things that are actually happening to and affecting our community at large. And luckily for today, they're bringing up this topic of a girl child, the future of the girl child. It's really close to my heart, and we've done some things in the recent past, which we'll be able to highlight to as we go on with the interview and the show. Yeah, but we've been busy. Yeah,
you've been busy.
Exactly.
Okay, because of time, let's get to the topic. Girl child. What are you doing to a girl child in the society?
Yeah. Oh wow, we have a problem, Mr. Raj.
Okay.
Our society has got a very big problem, and I understand and I respect the fact there's been effort, and there are efforts right now to curb the issues of early marriages and victimization of the girl child. But unfortunately, these things are still happening.
Yeah.
And they keep on rising in numbers. Unfortunately, whether we like to hear this or not, these things are happening. And so we gotta do more. There's a lot of things to be done. And I'm glad today we're going to highlight most of those issues and try and create solutions to them. Because we do have the solution that if you'd like to hear it from us.
Yeah.
The problem that is in our community right now is that, number one, we've not empowered the girl child as an individual.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a problem where the focus, we've sort of tried to encourage the gender equality in our community, but unfortunately that's just going up on top to the women folk out there.
Who's to blame, for less empowerment?
Yeah.
On women or a girl child in society?
Yeah, okay. First of all, we need to respect the fact that the blame has to go to the upper mwambas or the leadership class of our community.
Okay.
First of all, we are respecting the people that are on top, that are already leading, but we are not creating bridges that go down the road to the people that actually should take up the future in terms of leadership.
Okay.
For example, if it comes to a girl child, the inspiration towards for a girl child to continue with their education, whatever level it is, whether at university, secondary, or primary, the inspiration there is not direct and it's not really as much as it's supposed to be. What's happening is that we've got people on top, right, who've made it. Then maybe the top 1% that have made it. They're not reciprocating the favor down to the rest of the girl child that can be inspired. We're talking about a situation where, for example, if there's a woman who's made it, say for example she's a minister, a member of parliament or whatever, she's doing less work in terms of promoting and encouraging in terms of promoting and encouraging a girl child to continue with their education.
Okay.
We have a situation where we have a member of parliament who is, a woman or a minister or maybe an NGO leader or anybody.
Yeah.
They're doing less work to promote the issues to do with the girl child.
Yeah.
You get it? What's happening is we have, say for example, a woman who is in a leadership position somewhere. They're doing less work in a high school, a university or college to encourage the girl child. And instead, what they're doing is they keep on pointing fingers on how much the morals of the girl child have been distorted. They're not pointing back the fingers at them to sort of highlight the errors or their responsibilities. What I'm saying is this: you've got a lot of women that today that are blaming a lot of girl child as well as ladies, young women, that hey, you no longer have morals. Look at you, the way you are dressed, but then forgetting that they're not doing enough to encourage or to inculcate the best of morals in the girl child. Yeah, so there's a problem. There's a huge gap there. And now what's happening? Our girl child or woman folk keeps on getting frustrated. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's more to be done, really, and I'm glad we have this show today, so that we can at least find a way to promote and encourage our women folk as well as our girl child, in order for them to keep on doing the important things in our country.
You've been having shows, concerning a girl child in your society.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. So what we actually inspired the work in the past is that we had a show here last time, and we talked about at the time we were talking about the sex party thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we said all of us have got a responsibility to make our community better.
Yeah.
And so with us, what we then did as Mr. Piri Motivation, as well as working together with some other individuals in our community, we hosted a seminar to campaign against early marriages in Chazanga.
Yeah.
And the seminar was hosted on the 14th of April. That's about, I think, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, in Chazanga, at a community hall called Wafano Community Hall. So it was a great, and we were just addressing the issues of early marriages and how, especially, our major target was we're going direct to the individuals themselves, the individual victims of the vice itself. We were addressing the girls themselves as well as the many youths, males especially.
So your target was mostly, the ladies or the younger girls.
Yes. You know what the problem is right now? Yeah. I'll tell you the problem. There's intervention from the donor community. Yeah. There's intervention from the government through the Ministry of Gender and thing to campaign against early marriages.
Exactly.
But the problem that's happening is that we're not really motivating the girl as well as the boy together. Because what's happening is, if you address an issue one side, you are forgetting that you are creating another problem somewhere. Whenever you're tackling these issues, they have to be surrounded. So what we did on our part was to, first of all, we offered motivational tools as well as success tools that I will be able to avail to everybody watching and listening today. That we address those issues and try and motivate the individual themselves.
Yeah.
Because believe me, there've been people who've been able to succeed without anybody inspiring them. For example, talk about the Mandelas of this world, the Winnie Mandelas of this world, who grew up under a world that was frustrating, who grew up under a system which was nicely orchestrated and made to frustrate any youth or any black man trying to make it.
So meaning the conference that you've been having, or the conferences that you've been having, you've been targeting both, a girl child and a boy child.
Yes. What we need to do is this, and that's what we did last time. We need to motivate a girl child and boy child to understand and grow up with the same success tools in their mind. Okay. Remember, some of these issues like early marriages, they don't just come out. Nobody chooses to marry early. What happens is this. Normally, you look at the situation around you, the society around you. Yeah. The situation in our country and in our society that we live in, we've got people, say if someone went to grade 12, right? You passed your grade 12 nicely, but you've got nobody to pay for you. Luckily, we've got the BCs and the bursaries, which are not easy.